Here's a video of mine and Elizabeth's new house. This is 137 Bricker Lane in Telford, Tennessee. So our property starts right as it turns into a dirt road here and then goes back by that big tree. So we have our pond, our barn, little garage, then a house, and then another little building back there. So we have a spring that's usually really clear, but the dogs just got in it. That little silver box you can kind of see back there is actually an aquifer. That's how we have water. We don't have city water or a well. It's actually a spring. There's the pond, which needs dredged and cleaned up. You can't see it with that sun, but that tree has really cool white flowers on it. So go look at the backside first. So the property goes back there. There's Elizabeth on the porch. Garage is needing some work, but should be able to be reused. So this was a dairy farm at one point. Then it got turned into a place where they just did work with cows. There's a squeeze chute for branding and dehorning. It's all set up with these really, really heavy-duty gates, corrals to move cattle in and out. So it's getting pretty overgrown now. Everything's been in bloom since mid-February. So the grass is getting pretty long. So those big 2 sliding doors will come all the way to the edge there and open up. The barn's in okay shape. It needs some work. Definitely needs some new panels up there. So all of this is ours. So our property goes all the way up and over the top of that hill. Just a little bit, maybe like 300 or 400 feet over that hill, it flattens out. So they had kind of a pen here for the animals. And then they had this big 4-bay barn shop thingy. I can't think of the name of it. Pole barn with a finished off area. There's another barn back over there, which is just on the other side of our property. So this whole area was fenced off for cattle. So our property goes up and over the top of that hill. And then, not this whole field is ours, but about in the middle of that, up to that shady spot in the trees, and then up and over the top. Here's a bunch of brush we already ripped out from around the house. It was really overgrown by the house. This house has had an older lady living here for the last 20 years and got to the point where she couldn't go upstairs anymore, so she wanted to move to a smaller house, not have all this land. So the house has been pretty neglected, not treated bad, but just she couldn't do the maintenance on it anymore. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. Like all these trees that grew right against the barns all have to come out. We spent like 2 days cutting. We probably cut down 20 big trees that were just pressing into the buildings. That huge tree that's barren right now, that one and that one, these are black walnuts, and those, all those right there are pecan trees. That's another black walnut tree, which I guess they don't bloom until June. All the other trees are blooming, but the big nut trees don't bloom. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but someone's shooting, which is common. So there's 2 fireplaces. You can see the chimneys on the roof. Big wraparound front porch, or I guess porch that wraps around the whole house. So it's not really a front porch. We haven't started doing much in this house yet because we're still remodeling another one, but there's our trash that we have pulled out of the house. When she left a lot of cool stuff and trash. As of the moment, it's actually on a diesel burning stove, which is going to be changed. But this is going to be our life, is sitting on this porch, looking at our pond. So going over here, I won't walk over there, but they have a little grove of trees that they planted all in rows. So this is the front door. Leo, come on. Come on. Keep the puppies out. So it goes in. I just ripped this off and I found that these are the old original wood stairs. This house was built in 1913. And a lot of it has been updated. Some of it is still original. Like the old floors. But it has drywall, it has modern wiring, and most of the windows are these new vinyl windows, which is a huge upgrade for me. But then it still has a lot of old features, which kind of give it character. So this room is going to be our new office. And there's actually a fireplace on the other side of that wall. We're going to rip out that wall, move the fireplace to this side so our office has the fireplace, which this is the room that I'm talking about. So it has a wood-burning stove. That's going to go into the other room. This one is now going to be our bedroom, which in this corner where that organ is, we're going to wall that off and build a 3rd bathroom. So this bathroom right here is a full bath. We're going to wall this off right by the bathtub, and basically the bathtub is going to go into our private one. So then this is just going to become a half bath for the rest of the house. So there's the stairs going down into the basement, which is, there's no power on right now. It's so pitch black, I'm not even going to open it. Here's the kitchen. Pretty outdated. Like I said, she just left pretty much everything. She pretty much just got up and left all of her stuff. Most of it is just stuff we won't want, but some of it's cool, like not a bad table she left. So those archways on each side, we're going to rip all of that out and open this up and expose the brick on this original fireplace. It's kind of a shame they painted it because it's the old original brick from 1913. So we're going to try to save a lot of the characters from the old style. So this is the living room down here. And going into the kitchen, we'll run upstairs real quick. I like the old style staircase. So underneath all these stairs and all the way up here and under all this carpet is the original hardwood flooring, which they saved for the bedrooms it's still under this carpet. So we're going to rip out all of this and refinish all of these. They did do some modern updates, like I said, as the electrical is new. They added closets, which I don't really love how they did them, but we're going to leave them. Then they did drywall tiles, which is interesting. So those are going to get ripped out, and we'll install regular drywall. Fun little cowboy light switch. And then this is kind of a big area. This is like a 5-foot wide coffee table. So we're kind of thinking of just putting a smaller coffee table and some chairs here so you can kind of sit out. Open this up and look outside. Might be kind of fun. This is a bedroom where she left her whole hide-a-bed system. Dressers, bookshelf. That's just a basic bedroom. Which this is actually wall paneling. You can see it's not drywall. There's actually wood paneling is what I mean. And then this room is kind of an intriguing room. They redid it almost like a log cabin, which doesn't fit the house very well, but it's all really high-end wood. It's not panel board. This is real wood. It's not my style for this house, but I'm not going to redo it. But there's original hardwood floors in these. We just ripped out all the carpets to find out. And then this is not original. Actually, I lied. This is not original either. The wood up in this whole thing has been redone. There's a massive closet, which you can't see. This bathroom is huge. So this is kind of another master. This whole side of the house is this room with a closet that's huge. And then another closet goes back out to the hallway and then down the stairs. This is the view from our backyard. So pretty much everything we can see from back here is our property and our barns. So this is just a quick video of our property too.